Hi, I'm Tessa. I'd like to introduce myself to you, tell you a little bit about my background, and why I started this company. I'm ex-Unilever, ex-Colgate-Palmolive. Started off in brand marketing, launched the Stay Soft Refill fabric softener in South Africa, which was heralded actually by Nielsen as the best FMCG launch they'd seen in the last 5 years. We doubled profits in a 2-year period. And then I moved to Paris as the Colgate's business development manager into the Middle East for global exports. So this was Israel, Cyprus, Malta, working with Greece, taking global bundles and localizing them to the markets by doing full-on diagnostics in each market, working out what had worked and hadn't worked in lead markets, and then replicating success, but then adapting the bundles for the local markets. From there, I moved to London as Associate Director of Innovation in the oral care team, and that was working with 16 subsidiaries across Europe. And so developed the whole I actually had a patent in my name there, and worked with the entire stage gate process, which I've then used that knowledge and that learning in my consulting with big companies like Sanitarium Health Foods, which is a sister company to Protea here in South Africa. So Weet-Bix company, for example. And Unilever Streets with their innovation program in Australia as well. Then in Australia, I moved in 2000, doing big consulting projects around innovation mainly, and then also lecturing at the University of Sydney and the University of Technology in Sydney, and also doing quite a bit of consulting work for people that were transitioning in their career. So how to take their skills and adapt them for new ways of working. So that's where I kind of got the seeds of developing my workshops around interview skills, CV writing, and really how to develop yourself as a brand the same way we develop markets. It was in Australia that I learned a technique called solution selling, which I'd never been exposed to before because I don't think it's taught anywhere. And it was really fantastic to learn how to actually work with companies to help them solve their problems. And it's really a marketing one-on-one type of work as opposed to sales pushing things onto people. And this has been a program that has gone down very well where I've worked and lived and worked. From Australia, I moved to New York, where I worked on Hill's pet food innovation projects and other projects, and I was also training people in strategic presentation writing. And then some big pharmaceutical companies there. And then I moved back to South Africa a few years ago. And I've been lecturing at UCT in retail and services marketing, and also doing project work with some SMEs, some of the bigger banks, and some big global brands that are also here in South Africa. So what I am setting out to do, and what I have set out to do, is to make a difference using my skill and where I can be different. And I think better than a lot of people in demystifying strategy. So taking some very complex concepts and demystifying them, breaking them down first for myself, but it's also for other people in a very step-by-step, easy to follow way. And I remember at university, I used to teach people how to get through their exams when they would cram at the last minute, but I would learn things off by heart, and I was able to explain things to people in a way that other people couldn't. And I think what I've noticed in this country and in many countries is where capability training is done, people leave without really a skill, or they leave with a concept or conceptual framework they actually can't apply, not to their business, not to their problems, and actually they're not leaving with a skill, they're leaving with knowledge, and they're not leaving with know-how. And they've been taught by people who themselves have never really walked the walk. And so what I've done is I've structured my business into 4 pillars around developing and delivering capability, real capability that people are going to be able to walk away with. So with the actual specific what to say, when to say it, how to say it, what their brand's going to look like, what they're going to be doing tomorrow, Very, very simple, taking something very complex and making it very, very simple for people around marketing, innovation, solution selling, and developing themselves as a brand. Those are the 4 pillars. So enjoy my website, enjoy having a look at the courses, and please contact me directly if you have any questions, because I like to develop a personal relationship with you.